Good afternoon. Please rise for the national anthem. Next, we have our talented MHS choir, who will now sing 2 selections. Thank you, choir. Just a couple of thank yous here before we begin our commencement. I'd like to thank Mr. Chamberlain and the band, Mrs. Such and the choir, and especially our custodians, volunteers, assistant principals, secretaries, Ms. Hathaway for helping. And I would also like to thank Mr. Blair for his hard work with organizing our commencement ceremony. Let's give them a round of applause. To begin, I'd like to introduce our 5 salutatorians. Please hold your applause until I have read all 5 names, and then we can applaud for all of them. So students, when I call your name, please stand. Briella Buckman, Carolyn Habel, Brendan Foley, Brady Fisher, and Julius Jodway. Thank you. We are now going to hear from our 5 valedictorians. First up is Mariah Avara.
Hello. As I was planning what I would say today, I decided to imagine this. The end of our childhood and teenage years. After today, we are going to move on to whatever we want to do. You have the freedom to make your own decisions. No one is telling you what needs to happen. Explore, have fun, don't get into too much trouble. Many of us are ready to move on and be done with this chapter of our lives, but I ask people to take a moment before they completely forget about their time. I want people to remember the good moments spent at Mishawaka High School, even if they were few and far between for some people. While not everyone enjoyed it, there are small moments that everyone can remember fondly if they search for them. Whether that be sitting with your friends and playing cards in the back of history, or decorating the physics room with pigs and crocodiles. Everyone can find a small moment that brings them happiness, even if it's too cloudy. I don't want to spend time talking about myself, so instead I want to talk about the people that impacted me most through my time. First, I thank Mr. Chamberlain. Even though I don't tell you often, you have impacted me greatly and taught me what being a leader truly means. Something that I will strive to embody for the rest of my life. I thank all the teachers who taught me that you can still have fun while learning at a college level. I thank Stutzy and the color guard team for giving me a break from everything else going on. My parents, who pushed me as hard as they could to be the best that I can be. But most of all, I thank the clarinet section. All of you have brought me so much happiness, and I will not forget you. I'll come visit you often. The song that the band played as we walked in is called Pomp and Circumstance. And anyone who's been in band will be able to tell you that this is one of the songs that most people dread playing. Despite this, I think I'd be willing to play it a few more times if it meant I didn't have to leave behind the friends that I made in band. Finally, most importantly, I thank everyone here today for making it through. It was not always the easiest, but we all know that. Each of us have had their own experiences and journey to complete, but no matter what we tell ourselves, it isn't over yet. I bring you back to what I first said today. This is the end of our childhood and teenage years, but it is just the beginning of the opportunities made available after today. Continue on, find happiness, make decisions, live life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariah. Next up, we have Emma Parson.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let's hope this doesn't cut out while I'm speaking, but if it does, just ignore it. For the past 4 years, I've thought about this day. I've thought about what words of wisdom I could leave with my fellow classmates, what advice could inspire their futures. You'd think 4 years is enough time to figure out what I should be saying up here on this stage. But until 2 weeks ago, I had no idea. So please bear with me. I have to admit that I watched dozens of valedictorians in preparation for my own. But I didn't want what I set up here today to be the same version of a speech we've all heard 1,000 times. So instead of imparting some valuable wisdom upon my classmates, wisdom I'm not entirely sure I possess or am qualified to share, I'd like to thank the people who got me here today instead. Thank you to my many teachers who put up with my endless talking in class. Thank you to my friends for enduring my lowest moments, yet sticking it out with me. Thank you to my family who has always been there to watch my accomplishments, no matter how small. But most of all, thank you to my beautiful mother, Carson. Now, my mom is a force to be reckoned with, and if you've ever met me, then you probably understand where I get it from. For as long as I can remember, my mom has been my person. Besides carrying on her legacy for her undeniable looks, I also hope to carry on her legacy of being the strongest woman I have ever known. Through and through, she is the best mom I could have dared ask for. But I do not want to define her simply by her role as a mother. She is in her own right a fierce and powerful woman who has inspired every single decision I have ever made. She works harder than anyone, yet remains the most humble person I have ever met, almost to a fault. I hope to be even half the strong, independent woman she is someday, and I can confidently say that the only reason I am up here on the stage is because of her. To wrap this up, I'd like to acknowledge that in just 2 months, roughly 60 days, we will all be moving on with our lives. Some of us will be heading to college, some of us will be starting new jobs, and some of us will still be figuring out where the future will take us. But what we have in common is that we will all be moving forward towards the future all the same. But today, I want to focus on right now and how far we have all already come. To quote one of my favorite novels, Looking for Alaska, Thomas Edison's last words were, "It's very beautiful over there." I don't know where there is, but I believe it's somewhere, and I hope it's beautiful. Congratulations, Mishawaka, class of 2024. I hope the future is kind to each and every one of you, and that you all find your somewhere beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Next up, we have Alden Dolman.
Good afternoon. In the words of the late Major League Baseball legend, Lou Gehrig, today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. And today, I do consider myself a very lucky man, standing upon all of you. Partially because I don't have to wait until the Z's to have been called up here. First, I want to acknowledge everybody in attendance today. To the students of the class of 24, this is a monumental accomplishment for us all. We can all give out a small sigh of relief now that our high school years are over, but take a huge breath in as we now prepare for what comes next. To the parents, family, and loved ones in attendance, you should all be very proud of your students' accomplishment. This is what they've dedicated 12 years of their life to accomplish. But I not only consider myself lucky to be given this opportunity to stand at this podium, but I also feel lucky for the many opportunities that have been given to me by the school city of Mishawaka. Without those opportunities, most importantly, I would have never found my passion for track and field in 5th grade. Who knew running in a circle would be so amusing to an 11-year-old? I feel lucky for all the friends that I've made along my 12-year academic journey. Without them, the school days just wouldn't have been so bearable. I feel lucky for all the teachers that taught me at Liberty Elementary School, John Young Middle School, and here at Mishawaka High School. Without them, I simply wouldn't be standing here right now. They inspired me to be the best that I ever could. I feel lucky to have the best track coaches these past 4 years that a runner like me could ever ask for. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to develop into the runner I am today. Last but certainly not least, I feel lucky and most fortunate for my family, my brothers Adam and Lex, and especially my parents, Dan and Alma. I truly do not know where I'd be without them. They were always there to support me throughout all these years whenever I needed it. My parents never missed an event, whether it was a track meet, a ceremony, something school-related, anything you could possibly think of, they never missed it. You guys are truly the best. But as we're all here to finally cross the finish line, I want to give a piece of advice that I believe we can all use as we move on in our lives. My dad tells me this before every track meet, and that is focus, do your best, have fun. Thank you. Go Cavemen!
Thank you, Alden. Next, we have Ava Fox.
Hello. To the staff, family, and friends that have come here today, thank you for your support not only today, but for everything you have done the past 17 or 18 years that have helped us to get here. To my fellow classmates, the class of 2024, congratulations. Today is the day our hard work pays off, and I'm so happy to be celebrating with you all. My mom suggested that I use this time to serenade her with "The Wind Beneath My Wings" by Bette Midler. And while I wholeheartedly believe that my mom deserves that, my dad said no. So with my brightest idea out the window, I decided to speak on a question we have been asked our entire lives. What do you want to be when you grow up? A question that used to be simple and exciting turned into one that holds immense pressure. What are you doing with your life? Are you going to college? What will your career be? This is what we are expected to know at this point in our life. I believe, however, that a far more important question to ask is who you want to be. What kind of person will you become? What impression will you make on those around you? How will you leave this world better than you found it? My hope for us all is that we become people who are kind and hardworking. I'm confident that we all have the potential to become exactly who and what we want to be. Good luck in your future endeavors. It has truly been a pleasure to share this space with you for the past 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Ava. Lastly, we have Kylie Creech.
Firstly, congratulations, class of 2024. Not only on your achievement, but you finally made it to the last. Before I begin, I want to thank my family, my parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and cousins, who have always supported me, whether it was Michaela curling my hair before all my high school dances, or the whole extended family gathering to hold signs and cheer me on as I set my 2000th assist on the volleyball court. Thank you to my teammates, coaches, teachers, and peers. I have grown tremendously through your influence. Most importantly, thank you to my parents, Mike and Donna, who has always set the bar high and given me the tools to reach it. And of course, best for last, thank you to my incredible sister, Cassie, for teaching me how to be a good sister and for being my best friend and biggest supporter. I know I can count on you always. Thank you all. Moving forward, I am here today to hopefully provide you some secret knowledge or advice to help you be extraordinarily successful in the rest of your life. Unfortunately, there's no secret formula, but I believe my story has the potential to stick with you when you make your decisions in the future. Our class is graduating today, which means what we do next, after high school, is our choice. The first life-changing choice I ever made myself was where I would be attending high school. I'm originally from Penn Schools. I went to Schmucker Middle School. In 8th grade year was the first time I questioned if I was really meant to be a Kingsman. My parents told me that I could go to any school of my choice in the area, so I began to research and build lists of the pros and cons of each school. I wanted to be able to have diverse academic classes that would interest and challenge me to become better and learn more. I also wanted to pursue volleyball and not be overlooked as a freshman. I distinctly remember coming to Mishawaka and talking to my counselor, Miss Rafflock. We planned each class that I needed to take to be able to get to the exciting ones once I was an upperclassman. We created 4 full-year schedules before my senior year, before I was even a freshman. I was so excited for all the opportunities I would get from coming here, but it was hard to choose not to follow my middle school friends to high school. They were who I grew up with. My best friend, Megan Hickey, was so sad, saying we'll never talk because we're terrible at texting. Well, she was wrong. We do talk once a year over lunch. Despite being terrible at texting, we're still great friends, and nothing will make me regret my decision to transfer here, except maybe the short 5-minute drive to Penn and the 8:30 start time. Though that would have been nice and maybe saved me from earning my superlative, most likely to be late to graduation, becoming a caveman was the best decision I ever made. I've had the opportunity to play all 3 of my sports, volleyball, swim, and tennis at the varsity level immediately when I joined, leaving me with a total of 11 varsity letters. I've been able to excel in my pathway and meet amazing and supportive teachers. I've discovered my passion, physics, because of my kind, thoughtful, and brilliant teacher, Miss Foley, who answered all of my hypothetical questions with a smile and effective teaching. Not to mention the reason I am speaking to you today, being a valedictorian. I am forever grateful to Mishawaka for helping me to excel, and I hope you all succeed too. So here's my life-changing advice. When life presents you with an opportunity, take it. Do not miss out on a chance to become happier, more successful, or to do something that changes the world because it is difficult. Be unique, try something different. In order to be successful, you must take the decisions that put you in that position. After high school, I'm attending United States Merchant Marine Academy. I will have to undergo boot camp, wear a uniform, walk a certain way, talk a certain way. I can't even bring my Squishmallow. I will not have a college experience like many of you, but I am not sad. I will be an incredibly successful systems engineer on a commercial boat sailing to foreign countries. I'm choosing to do something that isn't easy or comfortable in any way, but the payoff will be 100 times worth it. So I ask you, do not what is comfortable, but what will make you prosperous in the end. As John Azaroff said, researcher of behavioral neuroscience, a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows there. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Kylie. Let's have another round of applause for our amazing valedictorians and salutatorians. These 10 students have been great leaders at MHS, and we are certainly proud of each of them. Let's all stand for the Mishawaka High School alma mater. This can be found in your program. Okay, at this time, I would like to introduce our School City of Mishawaka Superintendent, Dr. Stevens. Dr. Stevens has been a great advocate for these graduates. For some of you, he was your elementary school principal at LaSalle, and many of you have seen him at our pool doors on Fridays this year greeting our students, very rarely missing a Friday. He has cared for your education for nearly your whole lives. So at this time, Dr. Stevens.
Thank you, Mr. Brew. It is a privilege to be able to address our students, their guests, and members of the community this afternoon. I'd first like to thank the students, parents, and families in attendance today for choosing School City of Mishawaka for your child's education. We know you have several school options to choose from in our area. We believe that offering our students opportunities in academic, athletic, and fine arts, guided by professional staff, helps to create well-rounded students capable of taking on the rigors of the real world upon graduation. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of your educational journey. Next, I would like to take an opportunity to introduce the School City of Mishawaka Board of Trustees. This is the governing body of the School City of Mishawaka. Though you may not see them in the hallway of MHS, they are all prominent members of the Mishawaka community. Many of them are graduates of Mishawaka High School or have had children attend School City of Mishawaka schools, or both. First, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Holly Parks, our board president. Mrs. Angela Lehman, our vice president. Mrs. Melissa Johnson, our secretary. Mr. David Weber, school board member. And Mr. Bill Pemberton, school board member. Again, it was a privilege to be able to address you this afternoon. We wish all of our soon-to-be graduates the best of luck in their future endeavors, and I will now invite Mr. Brew back to the podium to continue with the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Stevens. Our 2024 commencement speaker is alum Mr. Neil Risch. Mr. Neil Risch was born in Wabash, Indiana in 1955. At a young age, he embarked on a journey that intertwined his roots with a profound military career. Neil moved to Mishawaka at age 10. Soon after, he moved again to Urbana, Illinois, and then found himself moving back to Mishawaka for high school. Graduating in 1974, he entered Ball State University with vague career aspirations until a serendipitous encounter with the Marine Corps recruiters sparked a passion for military aviation. Completing officer candidate training, he earned his commission as a second lieutenant and married Retha Diane Fowler in 1979. After obtaining his Naval Flight Officer wings, he joined Marine Attack Squadron 202, later transferring to the Navy in 1986. Between deployments aboard various aircraft carriers, he pursued higher education, earning 2 Masters of Arts degrees while stationed at Naval War College in Newport, Rhode Island. Neil's trajectory shifted in 1993 when he was assigned to the Naval Strike Warfare Center. There, he spearheaded the development of the Joint Targeting School. This endeavor redirected his focus towards military education and training, culminating in his role as officer in charge of the Joint Targeting School. Transitioning back to sea duty, he served as Air Operations Officer aboard the USS Enterprise, participating in combat operations over Iraq. When he was able to go back to education, he instructed at the Joint Forces Staff College before assuming the position of Deputy Commander of Cruise Missile Support Activity Atlantic. Retiring from the Navy in 2006, he transitioned to civilian employment with the Joint Chiefs of Staff, contributing to the Joint Knowledge Online program. Reflecting on his journey from a young Hoosier to a commander in the United States Navy, each chapter has shaped his dedication to service, education, and leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Mr. Neil Risch.
Principal Brew, thank you for those very kind words. If there is anyone here that is thinking of entering the military after graduation, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart as a veteran. If you're going to do this, I tell you that military service changed your life. Never forget who you are. Never forget where you came from. I really don't have the words to express what an honor this is to celebrate with you, the class of 2024, your graduation, right here in the place that made so many memories for me. As noted, I'm a member of the MHS class of 74. I went to Beeger Elementary School in 5th grade up to 8th grade. 4 years at MHS where I literally lived across the street. See my house from here. Let me tell you, in a couple months, actually about 6 weeks, the class of 74 is going to celebrate their 50th anniversary graduation. And we're going to party like it's 1999 again. We're going to show some pictures of grandkids. We're going to count some memories. We're going to thank our lucky stars that there were no cell phones with cameras when we were seniors. And we're going to rage party till probably 9 or 9:30. So it should be quite an evening, but I think yours is going to be a little bit more vigorous. Standing before you all here in the gym, I never imagined I'd be up here today trying to say something meaningful to you that will allow you to find a path beyond this safe, wonderful place. Many of the valedictorians touched on this point. You folks are a little bit wiser than I was at your stage in life. But in a few minutes, we will all be peers. When you move your tassel from the starboard side to the port side, all of you will become alumni of this magnificent institution. And it is in that construct of peer-to-peer that I present my comments to you now. Class of 24, today is a day of celebration and Thanksgiving. Let's start with the Thanksgiving. Being a parent, I understand your emotions today. Thank you, parents, for all that you've done for your graduates. I know the hard work and the effort invested in making this day a reality, maybe much more than your graduates. I can remember my folks sitting up here, my mom with a Mona Lisa-like smile, so relieved that her youngest had attained graduation. So Mom and Dad, take a second, get out your cameras, okay? Capture this moment. Students, class, you know where your parents are sitting, give them a big smile, turn to face them, and let's all give them a round of applause. Well done, Mom and Dad. Let me continue my thanks to the faculty and administration. This class is fruit for labor. I had many great educators here at MHS, but I never realized at the time that what they were giving me literally was the world. And when, as years passed, I came to realize that so many of my accomplishments could be traced directly back to Mishawaka High School and those instructors, it was too late. They had retired, or they had passed, and I had lost track of them, and I had failed to let them know the impact they had had on my life. I know you don't know some of these men and women I'm about to mention, but maybe some of the more senior alumni here will recognize the name. First, I'd like to recognize Mrs. Ann Julianix and Miss Penny Flatt, English and Literature. Every academic thesis, paper, briefing to senior officers, every piece of professional writing I ever done, authored throughout my career, goes directly back to them. My remarks today to you all are from my heart, but they were edited through my brain, the voice of those two women. Let me continue with Gary Freeland, General Math and Algebra. I had difficulty my freshman year with algebra. I could not find X to save my life. He patiently, over the course of summer school, that'll tell you how good I was doing, over summer school showed me how to find X. But at that time, I had no way of knowing what an impact upon my life and my future this would be. One night in 1988, over the Norwegian Sea, several hundred miles north of the Arctic Circle. Finding X helped save my life. But that's a tea story for another day. Dave Robertson, World History and International Relations. His classroom was a portal to the world and its past, a world that in my career I was fortunate enough to see much of. Whether standing next to the pyramids of Giza, on the beach at Wake Island, if you're a Marine, that's holy ground, or seeing Tierra del Fuego and the Straits of Magellan must have seen them. I could not help but remember Mr. Robertson had taken me there and many other places years before without leaving his classroom. Finally, Miss June Johnston, who taught Spanish. She loved the language and her instruction was brilliant, but I would never be as proficient in Spanish as she would have liked me to be. But thanks to her, I was passable. I would hope she'd be happy to know today that I can order a beer in 5 languages. But the thing is, I regret the most, I can't go back and thank them, and I regret it. Class of 24, there are teachers here that have made that kind of impact upon you, and I know there are. Seek them out. Let them know. Don't make my mistake. Life's tides are always moving. The mission of MHS High School reads as follows. In partnership with the community, we'll graduate students who are academically and socially prepared and capable for a dynamic society. Class, your presence here today is testament to the fact the administration of MHS has met that mission goal. Talented educators here today have prepared you for that mission statement to meet the challenge of your future. The question now becomes, as we alluded to earlier, how will you go forward from here, and what will you apply your degree towards? If you are sitting here today with an initial course plotted for your life, great, good for you. As a member of the class of 74, I'm so proud of my classmates who knew exactly what they wanted to do on this day and went out and did it. One became a doctor of neurology. One became a concert violinist in a prestigious orchestra. One became a lawyer. At least two became speech pathologists. Several became educators. Several became nurses. One enlisted in the United States Army and went from E1 to colonel with over 30 years of service. And one became a successful independent businessman right across the street from here. However, if you're sitting here like I was at the time, unsure of what your future is headed, take a breath. You're okay. You are all graduates of Mishawaka High School, and you all possess the fundamental tools for success, whether you realize it now or not. So let's get into the part where most commencement addresses, where the speaker tries to speak to something, but that the graduates may remember, but mostly will not. It's okay. So let's start with failure. That ought to perk your ears up. Winston Churchill supposedly once said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." So what's he saying? Saying to you that life is not linear. You will endure failures and setbacks, and how you deal with them will define you. Failures do not happen to you, they happen for you. And although that may be small comfort, when they do happen, particularly if you failed at something or someone that you deeply care about. Failure's lessons are not pleasant. Many are bitter, but they all teach lessons. And it is these lessons that cause us to grow and contribute to future success. So embrace that lesson. Lean into the pain. You paid for it. Use it going forward. The Marine Corps taught me an axiom that has universal application for all of life's setbacks. 4 words: improvise, adapt, and overcome. I have found a pretty good prescription for recovery from failure, regardless of who you are or what you do. And always thank God for unanswered prayers. Talk about change. You've all heard before, change is inevitable until the day you assume room temperature. Sometimes you lead it, sometimes you follow it, sometimes change can be technological, sometimes it can be societal, sometimes it can be personal, which you're going to find out is probably the most painful type of change. You've been prepared, though, at this point in your life with an education that serves you well with regard to dealing with those times. Because along with acquiring skills and different disciplines, Here at MHS, you have also learned to learn. The ability to absorb and synthesize knowledge and then apply it, coupled with your attitude, will allow you to adapt, improvise, and overcome. But it's your attitude that will have the greatest impact on how you feel. In 1992, I was assigned to the Naval Strike Warfare Center at Fallon, Nevada, the Navy's most elite training facility for air-to-ground warfare. This was a plum assignment. It was there that I had my first encounter with technological change, a computer system networked to a LAN. I had typed papers on a word processor, a Tandy 1000, with perforated paper for a printer. Your grandparents will remember it, okay? But I had never... Okay? I know you don't know what this is, but your grandparents do. I never had to use a computer in my duties until then, and as I sat at that desk the first day, trying to turn it on, the term login hadn't been coined yet, I looked over at the guy sitting next to me, and I noticed his monitor screen was covered with yellow Post-its. How does this work, I asked. He replied, well, you can get 4 notes across, and you can get 3 rows up and down. But if you turn it on, it dries out the adhesive, and all your Post-it notes then fall off. He clearly was not embracing change. Halfway through my tenure, though, at Strike U, professional change, painfully so, came into my life. I was informed by the Navy that I was being assigned to lead the development of an educational training program, which Principal Brew referred to. I was assigned, and that, if you're in the military, you'll find out that is just a term, a nice term for order. But this assignment would mean to me, due to my position in my career at the time, the end of my flying active days. From 1979 to 94, I had been in the cockpit. This wasn't just what I was, it's who I was. I would never again get the adrenal rush of pursuing 4.5 acres of flight deck in the middle of an open ocean. I would never again experience the comradeship of climbing into a jet with a squadron towel and launching into flight on a 3-second catapult stroke. I would be leaving my world of ships and aircraft for the world of academia. No offense, and a desk. And suddenly, I was going to have to reinvent myself if my career was to continue. Change can be painful. Suck it up. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. I did, you will too. My career continued, and I advanced and prospered, but in a different direction. Enough sad stories. Let's talk about success. That's what you are headed for. Success, according to Winston Churchill, is stumbling from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. Another quote, often credited to him, I liked it, so I put it in. Regarding success, I don't have a formula or a checklist or a recipe I could give you. And if I did, I'd do you the favor of not giving it to you. This has to be your own journey. But I do have some thoughts on that journey for you. I discovered that succeeding will be as hard or as easy as you want it to be. It comes down to how you define success. What are your standards? What are your goals? Success is yours to define. Don't make it easy. Don't let anyone define it for you. Feel free to refine your definition as your life unfolds. You may surprise yourself. I don't know what's in your heart today, but I bet many of you have not arrived at the definition of success at this point in your life. And that's probably a good thing. I would hope that when you do, regardless of what that definition will be, it is oriented towards serving a higher purpose than self. I would hope that you would set a course toward a definition of success that requires hard work, personal sacrifice, and giving, and a lot of faith in God, the courage and abilities He gave you. These qualities are coins that purchase real success. Consider not so much working to achieving success in life, but work at living successfully. Live in the moment. Enjoy your days. But look at the long game. Try to see the big picture. Make your living a positive difference in someone else. Understand that God put you here for a purpose, and it may take you time to understand what that purpose is. Lastly, let success not be defined by what you achieve, but what you gave in its pursuit. You may not change the world, but you might change someone else's world, and they may change the world because of you. class of 2024. May God bless and keep you all. Let me close by saying I wish the class of 2024 fair winds, following seas. Go Cavemen!
Thank you, Mr. Risch. President Parks, I present the Mishawaka High School class of 2024. They have met the state requirements and the requirements set forth by the Board of School Trustees of the School City of Mishawaka. Ms. Parks.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Brew. It is my pleasure that School City of Mishawaka accepts Mishawaka High School class of 2024. Congratulations.
Military. Ask them to stand and be recognized. Students, if you are going into the military, please stand. Please stay standing. Please stay standing. Also, we would like to invite any members of our audience who have served our country to stand with these graduates. Please stand. Thank you for your service. You may be seated. On days like today, we recall those in our community who cannot be here to celebrate with us. It is always bittersweet to have moments of such excitement and joy, yet also remember that some of our loved ones are not here with us. Today, we remember Blake Glassburn, a Twin Branch student and member of this graduating class who passed away in a tragic accident in June of 2016. Blake was a friend in many, or too many, in this particular class, and we would like to take a moment to remember Blake. Take a moment of silence. Thank you. Before we recognize each of our graduates, I would like to highlight some accomplishments of this particular group. This year, we had 64 students earn the academic honors and/or the technical honors diploma designation. Students with this designation are wearing maroon, white, and gold colored cords. In order to earn an academic honors diploma, students must have earned 47 credits, maintained a B average in all of their coursework, and fulfilled rigorous additional requirements. Students who earned a technical honors diploma also earned an additional 6 college credits in a pathway. Students, please stand if you earned either an academic honors or technical honors diploma. Please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. 134 students in this graduating class earned at least 3 college credits while they were with us. In fact, the graduates of this class earned a total of 2,600 college credits. This has resulted in a total savings for these students of $914,000. This graduating class had 16 students who earned the Indiana College Core, which is equivalent to a student completing their freshman year of college. We also had 5 students earn their associate's degree while still in high school. They are wearing a red and silver cord. If you are one of these students that completed the College Core or your associate's degree, please stand and be recognized. Okay, it is that time. At this time, we are going to have Associate Principal Mrs. Mann, Assistant Principal Mr. Ells, Miss Dahl, Mrs. Wells, and Mrs. Sigler, who will read graduate names. Mrs. Mann, you're up first.
Mariah Avara. Emma Elizabeth Carson. Alden Mitchell Goldman. Ava Ruth Fox. Kylie Michael Reed. Briella Jean Buckman. Carolyn Grace Cable. Brendan Charles Foley. Brady Edward Fisher. Julius Colton Thomas Jodway.
Muhammad Boswell. Mahana Maureen. Olivia. Ashlyn. Ariana May Baker. Tanner William Bates. Jenna A. Barby. Anna A. Jackson. Anna O. Jackson. Kara Boucher Bell. Michael Phelps. Xavier Alexander Sharp. Danielle B. Burton. Damiana Johnson. Landon M. Hunt. Emily Rose A. Austin. Lydia Grace Self. Malika Lorraine Butchamaru. Gabrielle Elizabeth Curtis. Zoe Foot. Ernesto Miguel Cabral. Ismael Andrew Ross. Augustine Addison Cannon. Bucket. Emily Chadwell. Tammy Renee Ruiz. Asher Cheatham. James Lee Preston Chester. Nathaniel Emerson Chubb. Jonathan Michael Cohen. Lydia Ann Colbert. Cassandra A. Bell. Eric Maurice Conway. Riley A. Brett. Hunter Lee Cunningham Gloucester. Cole Anthony Darnell. Kasha Rashay Bivik. Ariana Rose Davis. Emily Grace Egan. Rance J. B. Beavers. Trey Alexander DeBroca. Billy Madison Dees. Gary Lee DeLay. Brody Dean DeMay. Bryn Daniel Dickerson. Nevaeh Today Diggins. Davion Donell Downey. Mackenzie Rose Dye. Rosemary Henry. Chris Michelle Evans. Anna Aiden I. Malachi Cole. Ian Michael Baker. Isabella Rose. Chris Liza White.
Marie. Elizabeth Frank. Joseph Wright.
Natalie Christine Fugate. Emily Alora Fuller. Jesse Adam Bolton. Haley Nicole Galeas. Brady Joseph Gallo. Leslie Natalie Galvin Torres.
Mason Paul Gardner. Joseph Michael Arce. Aiden
Michael Gaston. Erin Ann Marie George. Kayla Lee Giffen Burns. Kiera Roslyn Goins. Haley Marie Ghost. Natisha Chantel Griffin. Carter Andrew Gronkowski. Evan Christopher Hamilton. Emma Grace Hammond. Lillian Grace Hamback. Peyton Elizabeth Hamback. Christina Nicole Hankins. Hannah Louise Hayes. Troy Edward Hayes. Logan Allen Helmus. Lorelai Nicole Hensel. Jonathan Stephen Pickle. Anna Marissa Hitchcock. Camden Christian Hawk. Xavier Nathaniel Hawk. Sophia K. Hoover. Mariah Ann Horton. Danielle Elizabeth Cook. Michaela Renee Hoskin. Brandon Lee Howard Jr. Mariah Rose Howard. Sequoia Marie Hopkins. Steve Anthony Hunter. Ethan Scott Engel. Brittany Fennell Ingram. Hannah K. Eisenmark. Christopher James Jahaniak. Jaden Lee Jackson. Salsabil Mohammed Jabran. Aiden Cleo Harold Johnson. Joshua Leroy Johnson Jr. Rasan Dwayne Johnson. Vincent Sean Johnson. Jasmine Anaya Jones. Frederick Dwight Jones. Kohler. Amelia Indira British. Peyton John William Kruger. Kyle Cooch. Devin Marcus Kuyava. Elijah Allen Lambert. Lucas Dean Larson. Fabian Marcus Lenhart. Sophia Claire Levy. Bryn Elise Lewinsky. Lorelai Rochelle Lewis. Mackenzie Ann Lewis. Stacy Lopez. Cyan Lynn Lusby.
John Yadet Macedo. Dave Raquel. Alexis Talley. Kenneth Franklin Townley. Jacob Trinidad.
Thank you, administrative team. Ladies and gentlemen, faculty members, proud parents, and most importantly, the incredible graduating class of 2024. I gave a lot of thought to what I wanted to say to you today. This is my first commencement speech as principal of Mishawaka High School, a job that I have dreamed about for years. I am a proud 94 graduate of Mishawaka High School, and I have spent the past several decades dedicating myself to the students of School City of Mishawaka. I want my message to be memorable and profound. But as I think about you all, I realize that you are memorable to me, maybe more so than I have been or will be to you. That means that this moment is my one moment to tell you how much I do care about you. Some of you I have seen grow from small children into fantastic people on the edge of adulthood. Many of you graduating today were in my 5th grade class. It recently occurred to me that you were the last class I taught at Beeger before moving to administration. You are my last class teaching, and now are my first class as principal. This makes you extremely special to me, and I am proud to be a part, or have been a part, of your educational journey. Most of you here today know that my daughter Addison is also sitting with the graduates today. Last year, my oldest, Presley, who's in attendance today, graduated from MHS as well. Reese will soon be graduating from this wonderful place as well. I taught at Beeger Elementary just down the road for 18 years, and I met my wife Amber there. Mishawaka is my family, and in fact, it has given me my family. When I look at you all today, I know that you are part of the greater Mishawaka family, and you are part of who I am. I care about each of you. One of the most unique things about Mishawaka High School is that we do care. I want you to know that that will not end when you graduate. Think about all the Mishawaka alums who are here with us today. They're here because they care. They decided to live here or to stay in this area and to make sure their children were part of this community. They will continue to care about you as graduates and as part of their community. But with this care comes responsibility. You cannot be invisible in Mishawaka. We pour our care into you, and we expect something in return from our graduates. It's your turn to step up. Continue to make us proud. In you, we see limitless potential. Each of you has embarked on a unique journey, overcome challenges, seized opportunities, and pushed boundaries along the way. We need you to continue to do that. Cavemen work hard. We are dedicated, and we don't give up. In fact, we are relentless. This is my charge to you. Be relentless in your pursuit of success, dependability, and learning. The people in this gym have set you on your way to be wonderful and productive adults. Let us take a moment to recognize those who have supported you on this journey. To the parents, families, friends, and mentors who have stood by your side through the late night study session, the moments of doubt, and the triumphs. Thank you. You have played an indispensable role in these students' success. Students, I ask you to look around this gym, our caveman cave, and take a moment to see the people who are here to support you today. Find your people, your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your supporters, and thank them right now. Graduates, you are now people who are indelibly connected to this great place, this 100-year-old building. Your past is tied to Mishawaka High School. I hope for you that your future reflects what we have given you. May your futures be filled with people who love and support you, with success, with boundless opportunities, and with fulfillment. Congratulations, we are proud of you. This will be the last official direction you will receive as a high school student. This ceremony is simple but symbolic. The mere moving of the tassel on your cap from the right side to the left side will show all assembled here that you are leaving your high school days behind and accepting the challenges of being an adult and an alumni of Mishawaka High School. Seniors and graduates, please move your tassels now. Congratulations. This concludes the MHS commencement exercise for the class of 2024. Go Cavemen!